tonight, this is how I would feel.
TV night.
Yeah, because recently, the man who invented the compact cassette and the cassette player, Lu Ottons, has sadly passed away recently. And also to remember his wonderful invention, exactly, I'm not interviewing just one cassette player, I am interviewing 2 or maybe 3 cassette players. So yes, here is one that I've interviewed recently. It's a Sony CFM 155 radio / cassette player. Here are the buttons, pause, stop and eject, rewind, fast forward, play and record. Here's a dial, tape, AM, FM, the antenna, and also, of course, the speaker, the drive, and the channel screen. Here is the dials, volume, and tuning. Here's the headphone jack. Now, this one is a Philips FM / AM radio cassette player. And here are the buttons, the play, eject, stop and eject, of course, pause, rewind, fast forward, record buttons. Here's AM, FM, tape switch, here's the volume switch, and here's the drive and the speaker and the radio dial screen. And the tuning's over there. So here's the antenna, here's the handle. This one also has a handle as well. This one apparently chews up tapes. Apparently, I think this one's from, the mid-1980s. And this one's from the early 1990s. This one's, still working. So I'll show you the operation for this wonderful cassette player. So, see the eject and the closing of it. And for this other wonderful vintage cassette player that I think is worth a lot of money, even though if it's chewing up tapes, I think a professional can fix this. I wouldn't really fix it up because I wouldn't just go for the bother of opening the thing up, trying to restore it. Only use it once and just store it up in a stack, doing nothing, collecting dust until somebody else would buy it and doing the same thing again without using it. So what's the whole point? It's just the idea of this thing can play tapes. So sorry, there's the dial. There. This one exactly is older, of course, because the motion exactly for the drive opens up exactly a lot quicker, but this one's more fancy and slower. Now this one I haven't interviewed yet. I'll do a proper interview soon enough in a future video. This one is a Panasonic RX ES22 radio / CD / cassette player. It's only for the cassette function. Well, apparently I realised these things are actually from 2000, exactly, without realising that technically, because this thing really looks 90s. So I'll just turn this thing on. Also this fancy early 21st century electronic activated ones. It also, you should exactly know how a cassette looks like now. Technically, I'm just showing the cassettes at the moment, technically over here. So, this is apparently, technically, well, surprisingly, one of the original models, the clear cassette that Lu Ottons exactly originally intended in 1966 when he invented the format. And also this one is more of a 70s to 80s sort of basic cassette. Technically, partially speaking, you know, the orange and brown makes it look pretty 70s. It's got 70s music on it. So technically, yes, I'll just put covers over there and the set over here. Sorry for the inconvenience. And there you have it, precisely. All the covers slightly over there, and all the tapes, and also the cassette players, and this one, of course. Don't forget this Panasonic cassette player that I'm going to do an interview sometime. So yes, I'm not going to waste my time saying like and subscribe, but I will exactly say lest we forget about Lu Ottons, and thanks for watching.